I'm Sttowe here, and today we are opening up our giveaway winners products that we did for our 1,000 sub giveaway. I can't even fucking remember. I have been in contact with all three winners, and they have all said to open it in a video. So I am very happy, very thankful. Saves me from nothing really, I guess. I get to keep these boxes in this tin, I think, and then just eat the bulk because I'm pretty hungry. But besides that, I'm really feeling it today. We are either going to get some crazy fucking hits in every product, or we're going to get jack shit, and then I don't have to send anything out because you got no hits. I really hope that's not the case, but just super excited. We're going to be opening all these products, and then at the end of this video, I will be putting some balls in my mouth. Just for you, Zos. Just for you. For our third place winner, we had Cheyenne from India. I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly. If you've watched any video I've done, I pronounce so many fucking things wrong. So, yeah. But we are going to be opening the Samurott V tin, which was the third place prize. This product is an interesting one price-wise. Goes for about $30 on TCG Player, but weirdly enough, you can still buy this on the Pokemon Center for $24.99. So I don't know why they did that. I actually might not even... I don't even need scissors to open this. Oh my god. Alright, we're already starting off pretty big right now. But I believe this product comes with 5 booster packs. So let's see what we're about to get. Starting off, we have our Samurott V promo card. Let's look at this baddie. Hisuian Samurott V. Pretty decent centering. Nothing too bad there. And looking pretty good on the back. I don't see anything crazy. There are some weird, like, foggy... I don't know if you can tell. Weird foggy like lines up here and here, which I'm not a fan of, and maybe that's from this. I'm not too sure, but the front looks fucking clean, like silky clean, like if you just jerked off, you know, with some crazy Vaseline. That's what this fucking card looks like. But there, we got our first hit. Really, not really. But oh shit. Okay, so this product, we got an Astral Radiance pack, 2 Astral Radiance packs, a Brilliant Stars, and 2 Evolving Skies. I actually had no idea there was Evolving Skies in there. No wonder this product is expensive, I would think. But I guess we'll save Evolving Skies for last, and then we'll start, I guess, with the Brilliant Stars. So the biggest thing is alt arts. That's what we want. This is the Sword and Shield era. So we want the alt arts. Oh my god, I haven't touched Sword and Shield in a long time. I think it's 4. And why does this card look all fucky? Ugh, I don't like that. But it's the holo. I mean, the fucking energy. Alright, so we're good there. Alright, so we got the Hitmontop, Luxio, fucking Passport, Sneasel, Duskull, Purloin, Shroomish, Claydol, and a holo Garchomp. Alright, that's fine. We're waiting our holos for Evolving Skies. Oh man, it feels so weird touching, I don't even want to talk about it. It just feels so like, okay, I think I did it right. It just feels so weird doing Sword and Shield. I can't explain it. I've done Sword and Shield so long, and it just feels so weird. Don't know why I did that. Hitmontop, Cyndaquil, Hisuian Arcanine, and Mightyena. So, unfortunately, nothing there. think usually these tins are good for like 3 hits, but looks like we might have a hit right here. 4. All right, so we got Electric Energy, Feather Ball, don't even look like a feather, Cricketune, Honey, Hoot Hoot, Cricketot, Stantler, Quillfish, Scyther, and Hisuian Decidueye V-Star. Not bad, I guess. It's a V-Star, which, honestly, I don't know. I feel like VMAX and V-Stars now are kind of, like, bittersweet. I almost kind of miss them, low-key. As much as, like, I don't really give two shits about them, I kind of miss them, low-key. Alright, now the big ones. The big boys. Oh, alright, I don't know if this is going to be a hit, but 4. Alright, so there are so many fucking alt arts you could pull from Evolving Skies that have gone up incredibly high. It's just insane what Scarlet and Violet is doing right now. It's honestly, it's to be expected. And a Jumpluff, motherfucker. Okay. Everyone kind of knew, you know, that of Evolving Skies. Sword and Shield was gonna shoot up in value. There's still some sets that aren't shooting up in value all that much, but, you know, it's one of those things like Sword and Shield was considered one of the best, like, sets, or not even sets, oh my god, eras of... This is where you hear me just stumble when I just try to fucking talk and make sense. We got the Roggenrola and a Gyarados. So, unfortunately, only 2 hits out of this 10. Looks like we're striking out. I don't know. But we are going to sleeve the hollows. So, at least there's hollows, right? Cheyenne, thank you so much for entering the giveaway. I do apologize. We couldn't get you anything crazy. Just 2 hits, but I might be able to throw in a couple cards just for the hell of it. It will be a surprise on your end. But now, I guess, I'm going to finish my fucking Sword and Shield talk once I start opening new product. But we're going down to our second place prize, which was 2 booster bundles, a 151 and a Paldean Fates. The 151 on TCG Player goes for $35.93, and Paldean Fates goes for $26.90, both on TCG Player. Both have 6 packs, so this is going to be a pretty fun opening. Our winner, Gunna, definitely, I apparently, weird situation with that. I have a couple buddies that I hang out with on, like, semi-regular basis. I just made friends with one of them, and I get like a message saying like, oh, I know these guys, and I'm like, what? Apparently this guy Gunna knows who some of my buddies are, and I was like, oh my god. And then, you know, I just had to be sure. I had to check. I had to do my due diligence, because if you won and, like, someone reached out to you and was like, oh, yeah, I know your buddies and all that crap, I just got to make sure. So I reached out to my boy Danny, and he goes, oh, my God, yeah, that guy watches all your videos. And I'm like, bruh, you're telling me this fucking mystery dude named Gunna watches all my videos, and you don't even watch, like, a single one. Like, bro doesn't even support my videos. Dude, we were actually gonna plan a really stupid thing where he would make a YouTube channel just to shit on my channel, and then it would be like a fake YouTube beef going back and forth. Bro actually made the channel, was just too fucking lazy to do anything about it. But anyways, Gunna, you are a 2nd place winner, so let's pull you some heat. I'm thinking we do Paldean Fates first, because 151 is a pretty expensive set right now. 6 packs, let's get into it. But right back to Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was considered the golden era, right? Everyone was going crazy about it. And really, the only thing that made it an amazing era was the... oh my god, I'm already doing the fucking... I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. The only thing that made the Sword and Shield era, like, great was the alt arts. You know, the rainbows were, there were some cool gold cards. We got the fucking, I was going to say hollow. We got the shiny Cleffa and a Wug Trio, Trainer Gallery, and Cyclar. so not too bad there. But besides that, you really didn't have much. You know, you had like the introduction to some trainer gallery cards midway through the era. You had some amazing rares in Vivid Voltage, and of course you had the full art trainers, but none of them were really all that expensive. The biggest thing was definitely the alt art cards were what was carrying Sword and Shield tremendously. And on top of like the cards that you could pull, it was a very hard pull rate. Like, a lot of sets were like nearly impossible to pull any fucking card that you wanted. So alt arts held some really, really good value. And then obviously, as you know, time goes, you know, markets drop, markets go up in value, and it just changes, right? And then of course, you know, with Sword and Shield being the era that was during COVID, right, that basically made it a hard era to get your hands on for the most part. I mean, Pokemon did a good job with reprints, but there were some things that, you know, it was just very, very hard to get your hands on any type of like products, cards, things like that. So Professor's Research, nothing too crazy there. Got 2 more packs left. We're definitely due for some more hits. I definitely feel it. And now we've come to the point where you don't see Sword and Shield product in stores. They're kind of selling out on the Pokemon Center, and I think that's why we're seeing a huge jump in price. In a way, it's kind of manipulated. We got the Gardevoir EX. I kind of feel like this major jump in price in like booster boxes and alt arts is kind of premeditated. Like, I feel like you had a lot of people that were waiting for it to sell out on Pokemon Center to just fucking spike the prices. You know, buyouts? Not really. I mean, I think there's still a lot. Ooh, we got Pidgeot EX, Shiny, and an Executor. I feel like there's still a lot of product left that, like, a lot of people just aren't kind of realizing. Like, the fact that, alright, Evolving Skies, sure, that's the one set that maybe is really hard to find. But, like, Astral Radiance, Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike, Silver Tempest, you can still find that in a lot of stores. Maybe not, like, stores in, like, person, but online. And I feel like it's very manipulated. Pokemon printed a shit ton of this era. Was like the most fucking prints of any era there was at the time. And now I think Scarlet and Violet beat it by a landslide, at least with like the first 2-3 sets. But it's a pretty heavily printed era. So the fact that you're already seeing cards that are jumping the $200-300, fucking the Moonbreon at like over 1,000, it's extremely ridiculous. But it makes sense. The alt arts are the one type of cards that were really gonna just fucking pop off. But I honestly think as far as value goes, they're definitely gonna drop at some point. We got the Beedrill, ooh, and a Hollow Dark Energy. I just can't see them like holding such a high price. I mean, eventually they're just gonna drop. Like, it's probably almost gonna drop, I don't want to say all the way, but like, alright, the Lugia was sitting at fucking under $100 or close to it. Now it's at $160. Alright, I can see that card just dropping back down to maybe like $120, like close to where it was. Oh my god, we got the fucking... Another thing that some of these people might not like is the fact that a lot of these alt arts are kind of going back up to the price that they used to be in a weird way. Like, I remember... was it the Galarian Moltres was like one of the biggest cards out of the Crown Zenith Chilling Reign set, and that card was like close to $200, and now we're seeing it getting that close. Dratini, Dodrio, 2 heads. Okay, the evolutions used to be really high in price, and now they're back to what it was. It's just a lot of these cards seem like they're now hitting the prices that they hit on release. And, you know, those were insane prices to begin with. Charmander's upside down. Thank you. We got the Grabber, Kingler, Energy Stickler, Old Amber, and Mr. Mime doing a backflip. The funny part is, I just remember buying like shit tons of like alt arts and stuff in my monthly pickups videos, and just like talking about how they're so gonna go up in value. And I didn't expect it to like happen this soon. You know, I expected it would probably, you know, happen like months from now, years from now, actually, months. I'm kind of retarded. I've got the Zapdos EX in a water energy. Is this the same Zapdos that they put in the box? I wonder. But just to finish off this like stupid rant that I can't even fucking comprehend or build, because I'm just all over the place right now. It's just, the prices are high. It was bound to happen when Sword and Shield stuff sold out. You know, obviously it's like, oh my god, it's not at the Pokemon Center anymore. Fucking sell it for a shit ton of money. It was bound to happen. It's bound to happen with any product, right? I just think a lot of people are overestimating Sword and Shield with the prices, and I just don't see them holding up for a while. I really think they're going to go down in value over time, and it's not going to drop all the way down that they used to be. This was a time period that we had, like these past, months, year, where prices were extremely low. And that was a really great thing. Like, that was really the time to buy. And a lot of people said it. Like, a lot of people were saying, like, now's the time to buy this, that, and the other thing. And just, if you didn't, you didn't, you know? It was one of those things. It's always weird. It's the times where people don't have money is when you want to buy, because if they don't have the money to buy, you have the money to buy. And if you don't have the money, right, then people, like, if you're not making a lot, you're like selling off your collections, you're selling off stuff just to, you know, live and shit, like just to keep going. And people who have the money will buy that shit, and then when the times get good, all that shit that you sold for cheap, or whoever sold, now goes up in value because now people have the money to buy shit. Oh, unfortunately, we didn't get you shit. We got Big Fat Chansey for you. I don't know what the deal is, but we have not been hitting anything good. Hopefully, this booster box can change that. Watch it as we open this. This is like a fake booster box. I would just end my life. A booster box of Silver Tempest has actually been going up in price. A regular booster box like this on TCG Player goes for $159.99. Weirdly enough, you can still buy this on the Pokemon Center for $143.64, so I don't know why in God's earth would you spend like 20 bucks more on TCG Player. And that's one of the things, like, I'm telling you, with the Sword and Shield era, TCG Player just likes to hike the price, even when you can get it for lower, like, everywhere else. It's like that, except for, like, singles. Singles is, like, the only, like, reason you would ever use TCG Player, not, like, sealed product. In my opinion. But, Trevor, you are our big time, big dick winner, so you're gonna get a whole juicy 36-pack of this. So, let's start it off with our first pack. I just gotta stop talking about fucking... Ugh, it just annoys me. I mean, one thing to think about too. Should I just go like this? I feel like this is gonna be a long video if I don't do this. But you'll see a set like fucking, what is it? Fusion Strike sell out on the Pokemon Center and then just shoot up in value, and then they re-release it on the Pokemon Center. I feel like the Pokemon Center has like a shit ton of backstock on like any Sword and Shield product, that they could just meme that shit out. The moment it shoots up in price, it just immediately jumps, like they immediately release a whole fucking palette of like just shit. To be like, oh yeah, you thought that you could just shoot up the price? Yeah, fuck that. Put it out. We really fuck up a lot of scalpers, I feel, but I fucked it up again. My ride home today was pretty shitty. Actually, my whole day was pretty shitty, believe it or not. It's like the one good thing of the day. You know, I actually figured it out. If we get this, then I'm just going to go fucking through it. If we get a black one, then I'm actually going to do the card trick. So that's how we'll go about it. Neuvern, blah, blah, blah. But my ride home, so this is weird. My job is like a 40-minute ride if I'm going speed limit. But I don't go speed limit, because who the fuck goes speed limit, right? I think the speed limit's like 65, and I'm like fucking 80, right? And I go back home, or whatever, I'm driving back home, and there's this like cop car, it's like an old cop car. So I start slowing down as you would, and as I get closer to it, because I'm like, that looks like a pretty old cop car. It's not like one of those like Ford Escapes or whatever the fuck the police use nowadays. I was like, you know what, that's not a cop. And as I get closer to it, because I'm like willing to go skunk tank V, I'm willing to get close. He has this sticker on his back window that fucking says "Thought Police," and a bell just fucking rang in my head. I'm like, I know who this is. I went to school with a kid named Hunter. We got we got a Persimmon Trainer Gallery card. That's finally something. And I went to school with this kid named Hunter, who was like a weird dude. He was like one of your like typical hicks. But he wasn't even like a good hick, you know? He was just like, how to describe him? He was one of those weird, edgy, I drink Monster and eat Doritos type hick. And I don't know. It just, I never was like friends with him. I knew of him. I had friends that were friends with him. So like we were kind of in the same friend group. But dude was like a dickhead. Like for no reason. He just hated the world, hated school. You know, I never had any issues with him. So, you know, by all means, I was like fine with him. And I didn't think anything of him. But I remember he would be like one of those kids that like camps out at Sheetz with this fucking car, one of those, and he didn't even have a nice car. Like I'm talking, this is an old cop car, and if you are like in the cars, fuck you, because I don't know anything about cars, but it's just like a piece of shit. That's what the car looks like. It's a piece of shit. And I see this kid all the time at Sheetz, any gas station, fucking showing off his Thoughtmobile, like he's some like big bitch, right? Dude's pathetic. Anyways, this guy's going 65 in a 65, okay? If you know how to drive, you do not go 65 in a 65. You at least go 5 or 10 miles over speed limit, or you're a pussy and should not be able to drive. And if you don't have some like alcohol in your system, like don't even talk to me. Anyways, he's going 65 on the highway, and I'm not trying to dick ride. I'm not trying to, like, be right on his ass, but, like, I'm going 80, man. I want to get home. So I'm kind of, like, on his ass a little bit. I kind of pull off because I know who he is, and I don't want to be on his ass. And, you know, it gets to the point where I see, like, an opening on, like, the right side. And he's in the left lane going fucking 45 or 65. If you're riding in the left lane, be fucking courteous, please, because the left lane is not for you slow fucks. Just life will be a lot easier. Like, people that just sit in the fucking left lane just make me want to kill them. Like, I literally want to hit their bumper. We got a Radiant Alakazam and a Mawile V-Star. Okay, so we're getting some hits here. Not bad, not bad. I don't know. People that, like, ride in the left lane and go like speed limit or under should, honest to God, be pulled over and given a ticket. Like, that is bullshit. Anyways, this dude going 65, I'm riding his ass a little bit, and basically I see like somewhat of an opening, so I make a right onto the right lane, and unfortunately there's a car going even slower. I'm like, fuck. So I kind of get back into the left lane, do that thing, and he noticed. He noticed me doing that. So he starts going faster. I'm like, okay, wow, this guy's actually being courteous, right? He goes into he goes a little faster. He cuts over into the right lane to let me pass. I pass, and as I'm like right like next to him, fucking I hear his godforsaken like ancient engine start revving. The dude gets back into the left lane and now rides my ass. And he thinks like that was gonna do something. He's riding my ass, and I'm thinking in my head like, man, if I just fucking like brake check him, like it's over for both of us. I mean, it'd be technically his fault, but like I just don't know like what he thought. Like that was gonna get me riding my ass. Sorry. Here's the thing though, when I drive, I don't look in my rear view mirror. Like I don't give a shit who the fuck is behind me. But here's the thing though, it actually kind of worked because he's living in my head rent free. I'm talking about him right now while I'm doing this. So it did kind of irritate me a bit. You know, thankfully he didn't go the whole fucking way doing that, or like I might have fucking killed us both. He only did it for like maybe a minute and then got back into the right lane. I think he was trying to teach me a lesson, you know, but it's just like, dude, in the end of it, like, I feel like I was in the right. Like, you're going, maybe not. I guess speed limit on the left lane, still, fuck you. I don't even give a shit if I'm, like, wrong. It's just, he was not in the right. You don't, if you're going 65, get in the fucking right lane, dude. Like, oh, so annoying. We got a Superior V. This is actually a really gorgeous card. I love this art. Really, really pretty. I don't even think I have one of these. Fuck. Imagine I just do like a double switch. Everything you pulled, I just give you like something else entirely. Oh, God. That would just be a perfect way to like just tear my, we got a Brexin. Just tear the YouTube career apart. Damn. But, yeah, so fucking rad. So happy to fucking do this. Oh, I've always wanted to do like live streams and be like one of those like live stream pack openers, but I need a computer. Like I have like a laptop that's like broken, and that's how I do my editing and shit. And I can't afford like I could have, but like a $2,000 computer just to make packs. I mean, eventually I would want to do like gaming and stuff, but I don't know. I still live at home. I can't fucking stream, so it's kind of tough, you know? Oh, Rolts. Okay. I really like to do things, like, systematically. I wanted to do a giveaway at 500 subs, a giveaway at 1,000, a giveaway at 5,000, except that's a pretty big jump. Like, I'm overstretching with that. So, probably, if I'm going to do another giveaway, it'd probably be at 2,000 subs, if I even get there. Eventually, what I would really love to do is get, like, a P.O. box and basically have, like, fan submissions. Not even, because I don't have fans, but basically just people that, like, send in shit, like, stuff for me to open or something, or, you know, stuff they're giving to me. And then, who knows, maybe I can do something where, like, every kind of, like, hit or card I get, like, I hold on to. We got the Skunk Tank V full art. Unfortunately, that fucking, it's a bit off-center, which I don't like. Ugh, I don't know. But, like, after, like, you know, say I get, like, 100 cards come in, and then I can do, like, a huge giveaway, where I just give back the cards to, you know, whoever, and I feel like that would be, like, a really fun idea. So I'll put that over there. But, I don't know, I never opened, like, a P.O. box before, and I don't even think anyone would send anything. And plus, I don't do live streams. Like, half of this shit, like, needs to be done in live streams. Like, I really kind of wanted to do this in a live stream, but I don't know how to, and my phone's kind of a piece of shit, even if I wanted to do it on my phone. So, it's just, you know, the luck of the draw. Unfortunately, I wasn't, like, a big nerd in school that had, like, $1 million PC to fucking game. I, like, had a shitty console. You know, all I do... It's kind of sad. All I do is play Rocket League. I'm one of those people. I play Rocket League, and that's the only game I play, because that's the only fucking game that's, like, fun anymore on a PS4. I don't even have the newer console. of a PS5 because those things are fucking expensive. And, like, you still don't even see them in stores. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a PS5 in a store before. Like, they don't even exist. And then they tell... Oh, shit. We have the Lance Rainbow. Okay. Weird. So, this might be the hit. Oh, no. It's like, oh my god. So, Trevor, this might be your hit, your big hit out of the booster box, sadly. In a way, it's like, this is crazy. I love these, like, rainbow cards, but you hate them at the same time. Alright, well, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. I think you can get two. I remember getting a gold and a rainbow out of one booster box, I think. So, it is possible. Oh man, it's shit like that like ruins your day. But the thing is though, like, it's better than what they're doing now with the newer booster boxes where they don't even guarantee that shit anymore. Like, that sucks. Like, to open up, like, I'd rather open up a booster box and then get like a card like this or a gold and be like, damn, now the rest of the booster box is gonna be ass, versus just never getting anything outright and just like hoping and then going to the last pack and be like, fuck, I'm not gonna get anything. Like, that's heartbreaking. So it's always that one thing, it's like something's better than nothing, right? But, and you know, weirdly enough, I kind of feel like gold cards and rainbow cards are gonna bounce back. This is gonna be like a weird prediction, but I really think gold cards and eventually rainbow cards are gonna start shooting in price. Maybe not crazy, but like, if you think about it, you know, they're one of the hardest rarities out of the Sword and Shield set. Pull rates are already hard with Sword and Shield, so just getting a rainbow, getting a gold is pretty hard, and they're very cheap. Like, a lot of them are just like under $5, like crazy cheap. And you'd be like, you see them in stores, you're like, yeah, that's kind of ugly. Well, I don't even want to collect them. Like, no one wants to collect them. But it's just one of those things. Like, it's just not like desirable. But I think, you know, maybe in the future it will become desirable. So who knows? You know, it's just one of those things. But I really think, you know, because of the fact they're so cheap, got the Rapidash, that I think this could possibly be something that goes up in value. Wait, I'm supposed to be putting these hollows over here, I think. And honestly, that would be a really good, like, profit gain. Especially with the gold and rainbow cards being so cheap. Like, you just buy a bunch of cards that are around like $5, $6, $7. Ooh, we got the Radiant Jirachi. Nothing else. But imagine, like, your typical, like, what is it, gold, $5 gold card ends up, like, going to $20, $30, and you're sitting on a bunch of them. That's a big profit right there. And honestly, the rainbow trainers are kind of niche. So it's kind of something that could be desirable in the future. I mean, it's a set that's kind of easy to get, especially with how cheap they are. So, like, imagine you just have, like, a whole set of the rainbows. You know, maybe those can sell pretty decent. You just, here's a set of rainbows. And we're kind of seeing the rainbow cards in, like, Sun and Moon really pop off in price. So it's just like, who knows? That could be an investable venture if you have the money. And some of the gold cards are actually pretty gorgeous. So it's not bad. It's just something to think about, I guess. But what are we gonna... Ooh, got the Smeagol Trainer Gallery. I swear to God, it's like the centering just gets worse and worse. And, hey, okay. Speaking of gold cards, okay. We got the Energy Switch. Alright, so we kind of manifested a gold card by just constantly talking about it. But, alright, well, the holy shit, this just fucking shred through the sleeve. Oh my god. Smeagol, what the fuck? Well, maybe if I talk about alt arts, I'll manifest you a fucking alt art. Who knows? Now you're kind of fucked, dude. Like, you got a gold and a rainbow. There's no shot you get an alt art. That would be crazy. If you just fucking pull an alt art, that means you've gotten, like, each of the big hits. That would be just fucking ridiculous. Let's hope you do. Honest to God. Like, that'd just be crazy. Because we need it right now. We haven't... Corviknight VMAX. Okay, for a second I thought this was... I was like, looking at this, I'm like, wait, this can't be right. The Corviknight VMAX. We're finally getting a good trainer gallery card. Okay. I think this is only like $5-10 bucks though, but that's still better than nothing. And this actually looks like good centering for once. Wow, we might actually get another one of this. We might actually get some value out of this booster box. This is going to be my wild guess prediction in the future, especially the way, you know, these Sword and Shield booster boxes and alt art prices are going up. I really think the next thing that'll probably jump up will be the trainer gallery cards. Because again, they're just so collectible, and it's kind of like continuing with tradition, like it's just going into the next era, and they're just continuing to pump them. So honestly, I really think trainer gallery cards from the Sword and Shield era might be the next thing that jumps up in price. Probably not like the cheap $1 ones. It's probably going to be these that do it, like the big V and VMAX ones. But with that being, oh my god, they're yelling at my dog for, I don't know what the fuck she's doing. I'm like having a lost train of thought right now. But Growth, Mischievous, Whalmer, Fanfi, Aerodose, fuck. If the trainer gallery cards are going to be going up in price, possibly, then that means that Crown Zenith, a set that only consists of fucking like trainer gallery cards, is going to go wild. I mean, those gold cards of like the legendaries, oh my god, like that is something, just something to fucking invest in big time, because I really think those are going to like soar over time. And like maybe not now, because I think there was a reprint of that pretty recently. Within like, what, maybe half a year ago, there was a reprint of Crown Zenith, I think. But like, those gold cards, to have the way they design them, they're just so beautiful. And the fact they're gold, they're a harder rarity, right? So I really think those gold cards are extremely worth just buying to invest in if you have the money to just get some singles. I could see maybe the trainer cards going up in value, but I don't know. The trainer cards were not like a super big rarity, so it might take time for trainer cards to go up in value from the Sword and Shield era. But here we are, our final pack. Trevor, can you fucking manifest an alternate art? I see a shiny thing in the back, so I pray to God that you can, because that'd be fucking wild. But we got the Clink, Patel, Litten, a Jinx, and an Alolan Vulpix. Whew. Alright, not a bad way to end it. This is a gorgeous V-Star. I kind of fuck with this V-Star. I kind of want to fuck this. I'm kind of retarded right now. But not bad. Honestly, for a booster box, this wasn't terrible. I mean, I guess it was kind of terrible because you didn't really get an alt art, but like, besides getting an alt art, like, it's hard to get. Like, if you don't get a booster box with an alt art, it's hard to recover. But I feel like there was a lot of different hits that weren't that bad, right? So, oh, and we got a full art. I forgot about that. So if you would have gotten an alt art, you literally would have gotten like one of everything. That would have been fucking wild. As always, Trevor, Gunner, Cheyenne, if I said that correctly. Thank you guys so much for being a subscriber and for watching my videos and supporting the channel. It means a lot, so much. Unfortunately, I wish we did pull alt arts for all of you guys and some big cards, but are you lonely? But if that was the case, then I would have stolen them all, and yeah. But before I end this video, I did promise to put some balls in my mouth. Zos, the Hawks, this is for you. Gonna do my first ever taste test. If you could see in the back, we got the Hawks MLE champions. Fuck, it doesn't want to come down. because the Hawks always up, baby. To give like a short thing, I just want to say thank you to the Hawks organization. Stay winning, baby. My first ever MLE team. If all of you don't know, MLE is a Rocket League. And the Hawks were one of the first teams I was ever on, and we won the championships in both 2s and 3s, my first ever season. Just, oh my god, incredible. Will always love the Hawks, no matter how bad they destroy me, personally, by not ever picking me or anything. We'll save that for another time. But the Hawks teams always stay lit. This past season, I went to the championships, I lost. They went to the championships, they won. And when you win, you get a huge-ass pack of Balls Corona. And Zos, I think, won it, or maybe some of the guys also won it, and they gave it to me. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. Kind of scared. I didn't realize, like, I had no idea what Balls was until MLE. So I really don't know what to expect. There was a bunch of different flavors to choose from, but I just picked root beer because it's soda, and I love soda. So kind of funny enough, like, it came in a big fucking case. Like, I'm talking like 30 some odd drinks, and like it's in this box. It's so fucking heavy. It's like, do not be careful, you know, with caution tape, like someone's delivering a fucking bomb to my house. My poor sister had to lift up this like 100-pound box and somehow bring it in. This is actually, thinking about it now, this probably like will explode. But all right, whatever. We'll try it. So for you, Zos, for the Hawks, congrats on winning. Let's drink this and see what it tastes like. Wow. It just tastes like root beer. Those are your, like, fuck, maybe I gotta reverse this camera. It's actually really good. Like, it's just balls in my mouth. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Wow. It's not bad at all. So, thank you so much, Zos. Power to you, my buddy. Zos, you've always been a great guy. I love you so much. Bro lives in Egypt. Bro's playing on like 300 ping. Wild. And somehow still remains like one of the best players in MLE. Crazy. Well, now that we're done with that, time to put the real balls in my mouth.
Trying to get wife with my dick, she can't get up. Smoke up by the pot, if you want it, we can get up. Walk down on the roof, when the tech ain't have to get up. Bitch, with my loot, what she want, she can't get nothing.